Good morning. Let's start our calendar lesson for today. All right, we are in the month of October, and October is the 10th month of the year. Do you know how I know that? If we say the months in order, October comes 10th. Let's try to say them together. And then after this calendar lesson, I will play our months of the year video, and you'll be able to count those on your fingers too. Let's give it a try. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. I got to October. That's the 10th month. So if we wanted to write today's date, it would look like this. We write a 10 first. The 10 represents the 10th month of the year, which is October. And we put a little dash like that. And kinders, don't worry, we'll get lots of practice with this, okay? The next number we put is the date. So we have to figure out what day of the month it is. Well, let's take a look. Yesterday was the 7th day of October. So what does that mean today is? We can go back and count if we need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, today is the 8th day of October. So when we're writing the date, that's the next number that we write. The 10 represents the 10th month of the year, October. The 8 represents the 8th day of the month. Today's the 8th day of October. The next number that we write represents the year, and this is the year 2020. So we're going to write the number 20 to represent the year 2020. So there's lots of ways we could read today's date. We could say it is October 8. We could also say it's October 8th, 2020. If we were reading it by the numbers, we would say it's 10, 8, 20. If you wanted to start writing the date on some of your papers, you could. And you would write it just like this. No worries if that seems confusing. We'll get lots of practice with it, okay? All right, let's talk about what day of the week it is. Here we go. Here's the date for today. It's under Thursday. Today is Thursday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right, kinders, if today is Thursday, what was yesterday? Do you remember? So here's today. Yesterday means the day before today. So we go backwards a day. Yesterday was Wednesday. All right, let me come back to today. If today is Thursday, what will tomorrow be? Means we go to the next day. Here's today, Thursday. What will tomorrow be? Take a look at that letter right there. It's the one that starts with F. And we know that F makes the F sound. What day of the week do you know that starts with? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That means tomorrow will be Friday. But today's date is Thursday, October 8. Nicely done. Let me shut that off. All righty, let's get another cube in the ones pocket to represent another day of school. All right, 1, 1, worth 1. Boop, and it's in there now. We had 6 ones yesterday, and I just put another one in there. How many ones do we have in there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the next number? 7. Across the sky, down from heaven. That's the way we make a 7. All right, and we've got 7 on our 10 frame now. Can we regroup from 7? No. How many more until we can regroup? We have to have 10 to regroup. We can regroup when we get 1, 2, 3 more. All right. 7 ones. What's the value of 1, 1? It's worth 1. But when we have 7 ones together, they're worth 7. Okay, come over here to our tens column. How many 10s are in there? 2. And what's the value of 2 10s? 20. Remember, we count each one by 10 because they're worth 10. 10, 20. 2 10s and 7 ones. We read that number as 27. Today is the 27th day of school. Oh my goodness. All right, my loves, it's been a little bit since we've talked about shapes. Do you know what? I almost forgot. We need to check the weather. And I bet somebody was going to remind me. Go ahead and go check and then come right back and tell your grown-up what the weather is like outside today. I'll give you a minute to go and you can pause the video if you need to. Okay, what was the weather like outside today? Shout it out today. Go ahead and blurt it out. Be really loud. All right, good job. All right, it's been a couple days since we've looked at shapes, so let's do that. I'm going to hold up the 2-dimensional shapes first. And so if I'm holding up the 2-dimensional shapes, I'm missing one, there it is. If I'm holding up the 2-dimensional shapes, does that mean I'm holding up the flat shapes or the solid shapes? Flat ones. 2-dimensional means flat. All right, here we go. I'll hold it up. You name the shape. Triangle. 3 sides, 3 vertices, 2-dimensional. What is it? Say it. Circle. No sides, no vertices, 2-dimensional. Hexagon. 6 sides, 6 vertices, 2-dimensional. Rectangle. 4 sides, 4 vertices, 2-dimensional. And rectangle's cousin, square. 4 sides, 4 vertices, 2-dimensional. And what else do we know about the square? All 4 sides are the same. They're all the same length. Very good. All right, let's take a look at 3-dimensional shapes. And our 3-dimensional shapes are our shapes that are solid. All right, what's this one? Name it. Cube. Cube, yep. And the cube has 6 flat surfaces shaped like a square. It can stack, slide. Can it roll? No. All right, very good. What about this one? Say it. Sphere. Shaped like a ball. Looks like an orange, maybe. Can it stack? No. Can it slide? No. Can it roll? Yes. What's this one? Cone. 1 flat surface, so it can stack, it can slide, and it has a curved surface too, so it can roll. Nicely done. And last one, name it. Cylinder. Say it. Cylinder. Good. 2 flat surfaces, and since it has flat surfaces, it can stack, it can slide, and since it has a curved surface, it can roll. Very good. Kinders, that is 9 shapes that you know. 2-dimensional shapes and 3-dimensional shapes. And you have to know the names of all of them. Who thinks they could name all 9 of those shapes? Yeah? And some of you are saying, oh, not yet, Mrs. Barnard. I want you to keep practicing every day. Work with your grown-up to name those shapes and tell us about them, okay? All right, great job. Let's move on to our next letter. All right, yesterday we did letter X. What's the sound of X? X. Very good. Let's go to the next one. We're almost through the whole alphabet. Well, and that makes sense since we're on the 27th day of school. All right, let's sing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. Y is the next letter that we are going to learn. Let's practice writing it first. All right, here we go. Got your whiteboards ready? Got your markers ready? All right. Capital Y looks like this. We slant down a little bit, slant back up. And then we give it a straight line down. That is capital Y. Should we try it again? Mrs. Barnard's eraser go. It's up here on my board. All right. Slant line down, slant line back up. That almost looks like a V. The top almost looks like a V, but we come right here to that point, straight line down. That is capital Y. Lowercase y looks like this. Come down a little bit because it's a small letter. It's a slant line down. Then we lift up our marker and take it back to the top, and it's a long slant line down. Not great at writing sideways. Slant line down, lift up your marker, bring it over here, slant line down. It's kind of got a long tail. We'll keep practicing that. Let me show you one that looks a little bit better. I can write it. I'm not writing sideways. All right, the sound of Y is Y. See, my mouth kind of looks funny when I say that. Y. Almost gives you a little smile. The Y says Y. Do it again. Y. Yep, very good. All right, let's get in my pocket. Did I get them all? I think so. Okay, are you ready? I'll show you some pictures. You tell me the name of the picture that starts with Y. Got capital Y and lowercase y. The Y says Y. All right. Do you know what this is? Yo-yo. Yo-yo starts with Y. It says Y at the beginning. Yo-yo. Oh, this girl looks sleepy. What is she doing? Oh, that was a yawn. Yawn starts with Y. It says Y at the beginning. What about this? Kind of looks like a blob, doesn't it? It's a blob of what color? Yellow. Yellow starts with Y. See the Y at the beginning of that word? All right. Oh, well, this kiddo, he's doing the opposite of this one. She's yawning. He is yelling. Yell starts with Y. It says Y at the beginning. Yell. What's that? Yak. Yak starts with Y. What about this? You have to look at what the arrow is pointing to. It is an egg, but what's the yellow part of the egg called? It's the part in the middle there. That's called the yolk. Yolk starts with Y. All right. Great job. I want you to practice that letter, writing it, capital Y, lowercase y, and practice that sound. Y. All right. Great job. Bye-bye.